Hello. 4 viewers. Hello, viewers. Someday there will be hundreds of you, just like the bots. Um, we got a new training room, the King of the Hill. Should I actually have it running? No. Okay. So, I'm going to give you guys a second to come on in, because I was just about to set up the King of the Hill here. I'm going to define some fitness rules for it. So I'm going to say a new rule. We're going to do the target yaw rule. We'll do a score effect of 100 because it's not all. You don't get it all at once, depending on how close you are to the target. Actually, you don't. You could get very little of it. And we'll do 100 there because that actually is the same. And we're gonna go -1 with this for now. And I probably should have set this first. Target close yaw. Okay. And the target, which I didn't really set yet, is the waypoint block. So we're still manually setting these targets. Let's see, target. By the way, who's all online? Give me a yell. I see seek and destroy DM. Am I saying that right? Seek and destroy. I hope seek and de-story. De-story. Seek and destroy. TNT. Well, welcome. Let's see. Now we're gonna do the explore rule, which is pretty easy. We'll give them 1 and 1. Max occurrences -1, I guess. We'll let them. Let's do touched block state. Oh, I actually forgot what this block state is. I got to pull that up real quick. I was actually just making some changes here so we can see the waypoints and debug it a little easier. But I said I had to start this thing, so as always, I was like trying to cram too much in there. Block state. Actually, we can go see read ID. No. It's something like touched. Has not touched. That's what it is. Cool. Never fear. I'm trying to remember who never fear is. It it's like a 90% chance it's cold embrace of death, but I feel like I could be wrong. Okay, so these are our only rules right now. I don't think I've got. I need to make a rule so if they're actually standing on it, they get rewarded, but I don't have that up yet. So we're going to start with this to see if they can even climb the hill. There's no penalty for attacking each other at the moment. We got to do some preset neurons here with my new fancy preset neuron GUI. We're going to call this one. Well, let's see what we got first. We need target pitch input. And clearly I need to change all this stuff up. It's going to be let me real quick. This is sad that I don't remember this, but we're going to pull up what they had for Chicken Hunt. Now there's a bug that I'm aware of that I'm working on fixing in the front end since we migrated the back end. We no longer need what's called a partition key because we're using Mongo now instead of Dynamo for that, so that's not really relative here, but all right. Okay, it is actually using the proper targeting system. So we're going to do ChaosCraft, I believe it's waypoint. And it's funny. I don't know why I've got that there. I feel like that's an oversight that I accidentally left that text box in there. So we're just going to ignore that for now. I'm going to refresh the page, make sure that's saved. Good. And we're going to add the same thing for target yaw. going to save that. We're going to add in the distance. Save, and then this is where it's going to get a little tedious, but that's all right. We're going to go ahead and add in is looking at input. They need to have, okay, now we got to actually go back to the other training room. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do this. So we'll go back to the maze training room and see what their preset neurons were, because I forget if it uses IID. East Arctica, welcome. Yep, it is cold embrace. Wonderful. TNT, let's just add a Y or a reward for increasing Y. That's a good idea. We can do that probably. That's a really annoying bug. Preset neurons here. Oh boy. I don't actually have a UI for this. Oh, nuts. Well, so here's what we're going to do. We've got, oh, that's the second set of inputs. We're going to get rid of that for now. And so they've just got the target disk, but they don't have the other stuff. I'm going to let them start simulating for a split second. We're probably going to do a hard reset, but I need to hop over to my other machine to do some magic to make it so I can actually add those neurons in on the back end, which will just take a minute. So bear with me. So that's all set up. We just need to do a hard reset on this thing. Oh wait, no, we don't have to do a hard reset. It's fresh. It's fresh, so we just need to boot up the fresh training room. Never been used. We're gonna run the client, and we'll restart the server. I'll let them run for a bit while I go work on that. We may want to do a hard reset. It depends. If we actually get to, if I can do it before we get to 5 generations, then 75% of them will die out, and they'll get the new neurons anyway, so it'll be fine. My bots are murdering chickens correctly. There's something so wrong about that sentence, East Arctica. They are murdering chickens correctly. TNT outburst. If I want multiple routes or parkour. Yeah. Man, we got 8 viewers going on right now. Hello, everybody. Feel free to introduce yourself. I'm always curious who's watching. So you know what? We're going to go full screen on that one. I actually don't know if the server booted up. The server did not boot up. Go server. And I already switched over to the new settings, and we got the new spawn block stuff. So it's not the prettiest thing, but I don't have to delete the old spawn blocks to get the new spawn blocks to work. And Cold Embrace, you're coming up with a lot of good ideas for the spawn block stuff. That was like making it so they can only spawn a certain amount at each time, just like the factories. That was a solid idea. We're waiting. All right. I came up with, Cold Embrace, or Never Fear, whoever you are today, I came up with a crappy loop approach to get the blocks, enclosures, the coordinates of the blocks are right, but it's only retrieving Minecraft air. And East Arctica just crashed. East Arctica, did you change the amount of neurons that they start with or something, or the amount of mutations that they can have? I think I've got that, so you can edit it. That might be why you changed it so there's so many darn bots in there that it maxes out what an HTTP request is allowed to respond with. I think I saw a 413 or something like that. Oh, that's not good. Server just died. Why did the server die? Invalid attribute ID, block ID. Oh, I didn't write code for that yet. Let's, I could just put the B at the top. But no, let's do it properly. Yeah, I really should not change everything right before the stream, but I really want to do something different today. Inputs. No, wait. Biology. I can see block. Perfect. We're grabbing this. There's X get entity. And we need to get the closest one. I do apologize. I was hoping it would be more exciting stuff going on here. Get look position. All right. This dot pitch. No, we don't need that. We don't need that. Actually, now that I think about it, we don't need any of that stuff. We just need the, I guess, the eye position there. You know what? I'm gonna go with the B. We're reverting. No, because you can't stand on the B. That's the pain. That's the problem with it. I don't know. You guys tell me. You're trying to run 250 to 500 bots at once? Yeah. You're maxing out what HTTP requests can do, basically. So we don't need any of this ray tracing stuff. We just need a range. What do I got? A range of 40? Yeah, we're just going to do this. We're going to just do a simple loop. Let's see, world, get block state. There we go. This stuff is what we need. All right. Man. We got to turn this into a vec eye. Hold on. This is the opposite of what I wanted to show everybody. I'm super. We can do. Yeah. I was hoping to run right into the stream, but of course I change everything at the last second. But okay. So we're just writing a simple loop that goes get x minus. It'll just go loop through everything and find the closest block. Yeah, we just got to change these to y's. Uh-oh. My dog's up and walking around. Well, not mine technically, but the one that I'm always caring for, which means he's going to try and find some trouble. He was just doing so well as sitting there quietly. Oh no, he's going to his nap spot. Maybe we're safe. His max distance afloat. Let's turn it into an int and see if it blows up everything. Oh, we gotta. Yeah, he's going to bed. This is so much more of a pain than I was thinking it would be. All right, Darkstar Andrews says, "Hey, is ChaosCraft downloadable for those who are trying?" Yes, it is downloadable. Man, there's a bunch of chatter here. I'm sorry, guys. Trying to juggle too many things at once. Also, how do you change your algorithms? Is it similar to OpenAI? You can test different neural nets. Yeah, you can test um, different neurons, kind of. It's still very much in flux. Use the B and change it later. All right, I think you're absolutely correct there. We're going to use the B because I'm looking at this and it's super inefficient. So, did it just duplicate that code? No, don't. There we go. Okay, we're using the B. We're going back. Give me a second here to rework this. I need to change the debug target holder to entity ID, and we're gonna go Minecraft B. Cool. All right, and I got to change it server side as well, and we will need to do a hard reset here. And then I will get to the comments as I try and fix everything that's going crazy right now. All right, here we go. Minecraft B. Because there are some orgs that have already been generated. So save, save, save. Okay, cool. Open a new tab because I don't have enough tabs open already. Sessions, schematical, and hard reset. Hard reset. Yep. Cool. Cleared out the orgs. Going back to here, we're going to go ahead and restart the server. Might as well restart the client while we're at it. And I'm going to answer some comments. So is there any guide? There's some GitHub instructions, and some of these live casts, explain it. I should do more instructions, but I'm changing the user interface now, so it'll be more streamlined. But I'll walk you through it here. First, you install the jar, then you go to chaoslabs.schematical.com, get yourself an account, and some of that stuff's in the notes. And then you can sign in, and I'll show you the sign-in screen. It will pop up automatically, but I'll show it to you anyway. Let's see. I'm trying to check if there's any other ones. GitHub page. Is it possible to integrate neurons directly by inputting data from something like Baritone so it knows how to mine, parkour, etc.? I need to look into Baritone more. I was actually just looking about it today, but yeah, we're working on building a separate neural net that'll run in parallel that'll do better navigation, ideally, and another one for targeting theoretically. So, but this target neuron that you see me screwing around with, that is this might blow up. Oh, I forgot to change the fitness function. I'll do that in a sec. Just want to make sure these guys can spawn without blowing up. Okay, they spawned. We're not blowing up on that front. I need to fix the fitness function. Sorry. We'll be tracking the bee again today. King of the Hill. Fitness rules. And oh, okay, that's right. That's a predefined target yaw. It'll use that debug target. So we don't have to change the fitness functions. We're good. That should be good for now. So the next thing I need to do, let's see. You guys think I ought to switch to observer mode? Oh, wait, first, off button, username and password that you got from ChaosNet. And then, or you signed up with a ChaosNet, then you select a training room. And so you can use one of mine or you can create your own. And so, like, you'd put in, if you're using one of mine, you'd be schematical. And then this one's King of the Hill in all lowercase. It is case sensitive, as Cold Embrace learned the other day. You can also make your own and define your own fitness functions. What is going on here? A Gen Zero is making good height progress there. Okay, that's funny. All right, but they need eye neurons. All right, I'm going to answer some questions, then I got to do the eye neuron thing, and then we're good to go. I'm going to change this camera angle for now. I think we're going to see a bunch of... Why do we only have... This doesn't seem to be that many of them. Network info. Gen progress, 99%. Never mind. We went through 250 orgs already. I think I might want to up that number too. Those holes were for the spawn blocks. I didn't know. You didn't tell me, TNT, that those were for the spawn blocks. Thank you for making this for me, by the way, for everybody. I do appreciate your contributions there. Wow, they're actually doing pretty well. If I was going just by height, he'd be doing pretty decent. What I'm thinking of is having just the blocks in the vicinity of the bots. That's all. I think input should be simple enough. Okay. Sorry, my mind's bouncing around too much here. What neurons do your orgs have so far? We can look at that real quick. Assuming he doesn't just die. I mean, he's making good progress going up. I'm betting that's going to be C. So, I didn't even put the B up there yet. I am all over the place. I just got rid of the B stuff. Is it called fence? There we go. Lee and no and B. Oh, that's right. Get the B first. Hey. All right. Let's do neuron debug. Okay, I'm looking at the B right now. And yep, so that's 0, 0. You can see it kind of goes up. It usually does degrees. I'm not sure why it's not showing the degrees, but it looks like that's right. So now we got to give them the eyes to see the B though. Well, they've got the tracking neurons, so when we find one that's not twirling in circles, we can try and get that. I'm gonna speed this up. All right, buddy. There we go. And only one more spawned. Okay, there we go. That's what I expected. All right. I said I was gonna answer some questions. Wow, there's a bunch of stuff going up there. Sorry if I'm trying to scroll up to read a bunch of these. East Arctica says calculates the fastest for baritone. Yes, I got to look into baritone. Go look at mine RL. That I need to look into a little bit more too. Bots use genetic algorithms. That is true. It's not reinforcement. It uses neat. We've got some back propagation stuff hidden under the hood, but it's kind of hidden right now. We're not really using it, so we probably will pump more RL type stuff into it. I was hoping to add a little problem solving in baritone so it learns to jump out of lava or dump water on itself. Someone said hand code it. Where's the fun in that? Gotcha, I'm learning Python too. Good, Python's a solid language. This is all in Java though, because mods, and that's just the way it was. How do you set what neurons your orgs have? Well, I built an interface for it. But they also can add new neurons too because it's mutatable. So if anything they observe in the environment, there's a chance they can get those neurons. But I want to give them the ability to get those neurons right away. So that's what's going on. I should check their biology to make sure they have eyes as well. Let me do that. I don't think I took away their... Yeah, they still got eyes. They're just not connected to anything. Okay. Where are we going here? All right. Oh, man. You guys are... I love that you guys are all commenting. That's awesome. He's having a rave. Yes. They're just getting started. I think the first generation will get to the top of the hill. You know, they did without even being rewarded properly. Will it work like older versions of Minecraft? Like we're using 1.15.2, I think. So didn't know you could tether bees. Yep. I just did that because it was funny originally, but and then when we started debugging it, I originally had them tracking chickens, and then there were so many chickens that I was like, all right, I'm just going to do a single bee, and so he's jumped. See, that's what they can climb. That's why they can't just get rewarded for height, because they'll just overshoot the thing if they do it. We got to make sure that that yaw is in there. Let's see. Can you move the spawn blocks into the holes? Yes. Let me give them the eyes to see lava though first. Okay. So, have you thought about baking some sort of site? Yeah. Excuse me. Young Boredom, welcome, Young Boredom. I don't believe we may have met. If you've got a different Discord username, let me know. Have you thought about baking in some sort of PDCA loop? Off the top of my head, I actually don't even know what that is. Any particular version of Java to learn? This is stuck in Java 8. There's some weird, 1.88, something like that. There's some weird stuff going on with Java now. I think they're in some type of fight with Google Android over usages, so they're a lot more particular about that, how they license that out. By the way, if there's a question I skipped over because there were so many going while I was trying to juggle 10 things, then feel free to repost it. Let's see. I need to add those eyes back in. So well, you guys can't see it. I'm on my other laptop that I use for server-side stuff and non-Minecraft specific stuff. That and I'm doing some quick coding there to try and make it so I can add these eyes in there correctly. Oh, that's right. I have it all jacked up. Where's that? Training room list page. Training room list page. Perfect. Get rid of config. Okay. I'm gonna answer some questions all I can. Plan, do, check, act. Yes, there is plans for that. Yes, and I mean nothing in solid stone. It's more like a bunch of notes written out there. Young Boredom, no, I lurk though. Well, it's good. But continue to lurk. I'm happy to have contributing people, lurkers, all that stuff there. Let's see. Eyes observe what? I am going to add in, I think, lava and stone, just like we did for the other, just like we did last time, like for the maze. So, because it's good to know, what's not air too. So that's why they have to have the stone. Otherwise, I could just do lava. But eyes input, two eyes give depth perception, right? The only eyes that these guys actually get are what's called ray casts, which means they're like little laser beams that shoot out and tell it. There is a way to do proper computer vision where they do full detection of what's around them, but that would probably make it so we could only run one of these things at a time instead of 100. So. Young Boredom, assess command situations, a lot of applications in other areas such as software development and the basis of XP and Agile. Cool. I Mean the box. Heyo, Super Jerry. What did you miss? Well, I tried making it so they can target blocks instead of just entities, and it was taking too long, so we just put the B back up there, and now I've broken the interface that allows me to add their preset input neurons for the eyes, and so I've got to manually do that, and I'm talking and answering questions, so I'm not doing that. But I'm going to do that now, and then I'll answer some more questions. Okay, just figured out what was wrong. I made a text input a number input, which is why it looked all weird. So I actually may be able to pull this off faster than I thought. All right, hopping back to questions. Young, bored, and cool. Yeah, I've been having trouble with my current A project not being able to plan ahead. They can achieve simple goals, but currently can't understand delayed gratification. Yes, memory is going to be a complicated thing. Um, sorry, Dark Andrew says, they have like LiDAR. Yes, it kind of like that, but for specific blocks. The eyes code isn't server side. Yes, it is server side. The eyes code is in, I think it's ai.biology.I. That should do a lot of it. I might have migrated to the target folder. I'm not sure, but you should be able to find it there. Their task is to get as high as possible. It's to, well, that, I haven't added actually a rule for the Y yet. We started with basically the same rules. They get rewarded for looking at the B and being close to the B, because just getting high and then hopping off the top, like we've seen them overshoot it already. That's just happened a couple times already. Never fear bots be like, because give us eyes. I'm almost there. I just got to answer these questions. Where's the subreddit? This project needs social media outreach and funding goals for the. I should build a subreddit. That's a good idea. Someone keep yelling at me about that. That's awesome. How do you implement the AI's ability to plan ahead? Is it still currently just neurons? At the moment they have no ability to plan ahead. They have no memory. Like I said, that's more of a plan I want to implement. Like with Nido V2 is something I've been talking about for a while. We're actually getting traction with this project right now, and so I've had to shift more into kind of cleaning up the infrastructure so it can scale with people using it, and so it's up more. So it's a lot of things that have been kind of pulling me in many directions as I sit here looking at my screen, trying to pull it in. All right, I've got the I code here. I can do this. Okay, give them I0 input. Save. All right. I think they've got 10 eyes right now. I need to make this like a for loop here or something like that. You guys can't see it, but it's just tedious that I have to add each one of these eyes in manually right now. I need to just be like, add one of these neurons for every single one of the eyes, and we'll just get on with it. All right, I've got 4 of the eyes added, but I have to add probably 20 eyes total, or 20 neurons total, because there's 10 eyes and they both need to see lava and stone. Almost done with the lava, and then I'll answer some questions again. Here we go. Is looking at input. I knew this was going to be tedious. Probably would have been easier for me to actually just code up something that loops through, but we're not doing it. All right. Okay. The eyes for lavas are added. New generations will get them. Let's look at this here. Not sure what its name should be. ChaosCraft or Schematical. The subreddit? Good. Yeah, no, that'd be cool. I just bought a .ai domain, and I'm not telling people what the name is because I want to grab some of the yeah. I got a .ai domain, and we're working that hopefully this thing will be under, so it won't have to be like something.schematical.com. It'll be easier to read. Monte Carlo learning would help with the planning. Yeah. You guys know of a way to retrieve blocks around a certain block in code? Look at my the code for my spawn block when it updates it. It's towards the bottom of the spawn block tile entity. That tries to find any block that's touching that block. That's the same type, and then set it as well. So if we had a bunch of spawn blocks touching each other there. Let's see what this guy's score is real quick. He's a Gen 4, score events. He's killing it with the Explorer. I don't know, that unlimited Explorer might be a bit OP. We might have to drop that back. Let's see. Dark Star Andrew says video keeps dropping out. Sorry about that. It's looking green. Oh wait, no, it's got. There we go. Yeah, I guess there's a little bit going there. Let's see. That's a great idea. Trouble with Monte Carlo learning is episodic definition balance, immediate returns versus delayed Q learning. Returns for Q learning, yeah. We thought about a lot of people are doing Q learning right now with this stuff. That's why I want to switch it up, do something different. The only question I have left is why does reward./punishment work for AI? Doesn't it fear punishment and seek out reward? Well, it depends on how you set that up. If I were to penalize them for getting hurt right now, and that outweighs the exploring bonus, then they would all just be stagnant. So you've got to balance it out. That's for sure. We didn't get it quite right with the zombie one. Yeah, but those zombies track like idiots. They all track the same darn bot. It just kept happening over and over again. You can treat the problem as episodic. The orgs live for a limited amount of time. Yeah, the new spawn block stuff that you were talking about, Cold Embrace, where we can limit how many each spawn block will bring in the world at a time, will be really cool, I think. And let's see. Young Boredom says Dark Star functionality the way that I've implemented is, and I don't think he's posted the rest yet. Okay, I'm gonna go start working on these other eyes. Okay, you see stone. I think it's called Minecraft Stone, right? Let's just double check real quick. All right, that worked. All right, what was I doing? Ah, yes, stone. Nine viewers, 11 viewers. Nice. Feel free to introduce yourselves if you're just joining us. Love to hear from you. So, in case you don't know, you just got here. We are playing a game of King of the Hill. And I am on another screen quickly adding some default input neurons basically to speed it up. And so, because they can learn anything they see in the world, that can develop a neuron that can see it pretty much. Anything that's got an ID. And but we're kind of stacking the deck a little bit by giving them a certain amount of neurons for the stuff that we know is here already. So taking a little bit of the chance away, but you know it's it, it's not like we're telling them what to do with the information. We're just making sure that they have that readily available from the start. It just speeds things up a little bit. But they still are totally, I can't control what they're going to do. They're all crazy. They usually do what I don't want them to do, but every once in a while they do something amazing. Like last week when they were tracking that bee. Ah, it was glorious. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it was TNT's guys actually. TNT was running, and his guys picked up how to hunt that bee real quick, and it was like a flock of beautiful birds chasing. I don't know, gazelles. I'm losing my train of thought here, but all right, I'm at 7 eyes right now. Technically 8 because it's array math. Okay, one more to go. Here we go. Just looking at. Excellent. Okay. There we go. It's all added. Just had like a heart attack thinking it might not have saved. Okay, so we should see in any new generation, and we'll, sorry, let's look at the species right now. Man, I really don't have these set to a lot of species here. Let's take a look at what I've got it set to in ChaosNet. There we go. And that. Let's go King of the Hill. You know what? It's set low for testing purposes. That's why. So it only keeps the top 2 species right now. I think we ought to up this number a little bit. Yeah, let's go up to 20 and 5, which will give us a bunch more species ideally, or it'll break everything, but then I can just run a repair. Kind of want to run 52. Let's do a hard reset here, and then we're just going to kick this off in a nice way. Max surviving species per generation will go 10. Gens to stabilize, all that stuff's good. Batch size, good. Preset attributes, I got to remove that. All right, we're going to save. I don't know if it saved. Did it save? Yes, it saved. We're going to refresh. We'll hit it with a hard reset. For those of you guys that don't know, we've only been training for however long the stream's been running, probably a little less. And we're just going to clear it out. Now we've got those new neurons in there. And I will have to restart that. So let's go hard reset. And this is ChaosNet or chaoslabs.schematical.com for those of you guys that don't know. And that's the back end that manages all the neurons and stuff like that, and the neural nets and the scores and all that stuff. And then it creates them and feeds them to ChaosCraft to simulate. And then it feeds back the scores to ChaosNet. And ChaosNet is kind of like a GitHub of sorts, if you know what that is, for neural nets. Very collaborative tool. Okay, I'm missing a bunch of questions here. So let's see. Dark Star, maybe I'm asking a philosophical question here. Please pose them. Dark Star functionality, the way I've implemented it, neural nets get adjusted using gradient descent for beneficial actions. And we tried using some of that in this. It's tricky. Do the same thing, but multiply all weight changes by -1 for harmful actions. Yeah, yep. So no, they really don't understand, but conceptually it does affect some type of reward punishment. Super Jerry, he's back. Good. Like probably 5 minutes ago. You guys know of any way to retrieve blocks around a certain block of code? I was answering that. I'm like, Super Jerry, if anybody would know, you would know. You're answering it. Thank you. You probably just need someone. You probably someone in the Discord I know, but I just keep forgetting the names. Yeah. That works. Cold embrace. All right, this thing's kicking off. I'm going to come back to the comments in a second. Okay. That was weird. That was super weird. All right. That's not good. We got species, but no spawning. Let's take a look. Yeah. No. Crying out loud. Okay. We're looking here. I'm not seeing anything that looks like an error. Up there's the error. Oh, nuts. I can hack around this one. It's the back end yelling that it didn't like that the neurons have IDs. That's the preset neurons. Give me just a second and I'll shut it up. This is line number 88 in the BrainMaker service. This is all back end stuff. It's not in the Chaos mod. Line 88. I think your message just got blocked. I didn't see it. Oh, okay. Super Jerry on the job as the mod. Save me. All right. I'm gonna restart this thing just to be on the safe side. MongoDB is a flat rate. Yes, it is a flat rate. It's tiered though, so if we fill it up or we need more bandwidth, like right now I've got it on a virtual shared thing, and if we fill it up, I'm gonna have to upgrade to a higher number. So it's kind of a flat rate. It's a heck of a lot more flat rate than Dynamo was. We'll put it that way. But I've worked with Mongo for years, put a lot of stuff into production with Mongo. Huge fan of it. It's a beautiful NoSQL tool, but I'm not quite sure how they figured the Dynamo would work. Like, it's almost like a value key store. You can't really query it well, but yeah, I don't know. Back end, like, oh yeah, well, hey man, pays the bills. Pays the bills. Oh, nuts. I just deployed it to the dev environment. I forgot. I made a dev and stage environment yesterday. And then I just hackily deployed it to prod. Do we have anything in red here? No, just some graphic stuff I don't know. It should. There we go. There's our orgs. Let's go see what their brains look like. That sounds weird. Let's full screen this. All right, neural net. Perfect. Minecraft lava eye. All right, that guy's probably dead though. It's good. Values are changing. It's this neuron. Yep, lava eye. Perfect. Looks like they're actually seeing stuff. All right. Why do I always lose my voice on these live streams? So, now we can watch them simulate. Seems like the spinning, climbing stuff. I almost want to penalize them for spinning too much. Like, put some type of like I want to have like an energy cost to doing stuff. That's definitely something. You know what? We're gonna put that in Trello right now. I've probably written this a dozen times in my notebooks, but I think this Trello stuff is really helping me keep on stuff. So. Also, I guess I should ask while we're on this thing, what are you guys interested in having me work on next? I got these two things are infrastructure things I have to do. This is, I was thinking I was going to put notes here, but I didn't. I did this featured training room thing. I still have a little more to go on it. So the front page looks cooler. Cold storage export, I think, is going to be big because TNT Outburst trained a bunch of those neural nets using this thing, and I want to be able to pull them into like this one. I mean, they would actually, if we could pull TNT's guys into this thing right now, they would be killing it. They probably wouldn't know how to go up though, but they'd be killing it. Look at this guy. He's doing well climbing. I think we're gonna have to adjust or limit the explore function again. I think that's gonna offset stuff in a weird way. Did you push the latest version? No, but I can. The latest version, I don't think it has a whole lot to it. Yeah, well, so I'm afraid to push the latest version. Yeah, there's nothing really exciting in it. Like it's mainly I changed it so this stuff's enumerated there, but the thing I don't want to push is this because it'll only use spawn blocks with the word hill in it as I hard coded that. So we're not pushing this right now. Yeah, but other than that, everything else is in master. So you should be good. If you hopped on here, you should be fine because that server side code would pick the right spawn blocks theoretically. I was going to change their skins today, but I ran out of time for that too. All right, let's take a look at this guy here. Neural net. What's this one? So it's the target yaw input to the B. So that affects his jump activator. Interesting. So it's if he's facing, depending on if he's facing the B or not, that affects if he jumps. But it seems that he turns so much that he jumps quite frequently. Yeah, this is not intelligent behavior. They're just kind of trapped here, I think. What's that one? That's the, okay. Actually, the target yaw to the B is very active. Well, that's going to be active on ones that spin. The one that's the dig output. So the dig output's the only thing really firing. So again, that's not really intelligent behavior. I'd love to see this with more lava in it too. See, Super Jerry says, want to join the server, but if you can't, then DW. Yeah, jump on, man. Hop on. Bring your dragon mask with you. Your weird dragon mask. Actually, it's cool. That was, yeah, that dragon mask was good luck for the lava maze. And see, okay, the fact he's not jumping off to the side is impressing me right now, but he's a Gen 0, so I'm not holding my breath on him. It's probably the time to do, let's see, Young Boredom says this is probably the time to do boring architectural improvement refactors. I'd like to see better UI, so we don't always have all these non-coding, non-action delays. I think better UI would be good. I actually just put more to-dos on there. I'm going to let this thing run a bit. We're in a good spot. Look at this guy. And he's going to overshoot it. See, that's my concern. For King of the Hill, it's not going to be the best. Okay, what was I doing? Trello. Okay. Yep, I was trying to bump up there's some UI stuff right here that I want to do for better error handling. Because a lot of you guys do see errors and stuff, and it's good to send them to me. So I'll make that a little easier for you. As far as, let's see. Yeah, yeah. There's always going to be a little bit of coding work because I'm usually challenging us to take the bots to a new level, though. So there will probably still be some code stuff sometimes. Like this will be really cool once I get that navigation or layer of neural nets in there. I can make much better decisions than they will right now. TNT, I'll be able to join around 3:30. Cool. Melvidge, welcome. Welcome to the stream. They are going to try to do the King of the Hill. So I'm asking what people want to see next, and we've got, as far as features go, and by the way, like now, I think yesterday was the most unstable we've had ChaosNet in a long time, and we actually had the most people trying to train on it, and now I've got a dev and a prod tool set basically. So there's two different ones, so that way it'll keep it more stable. But they're still sharing the same database for Mongo at least, and Redis and Dynamo. But I got to finish the Dynamo migration. We got to get out everything. I'm going to take all the tables off of there. It's just I don't need to have two more permanent data stores. Young Boredom, I love coding, not just the delays when you're manually setting up lobs. Oh, you do like the coding. Okay, I might have misunderstood that. I've been trying to save the coding stuff more for my Twitch streams, by the way. So if you follow me on Twitch, that one has a lot of coding stuff. I'm not opposed to coding here, but I like to keep my YouTube content just a bit more curated than my Twitch content, which is whatever the heck I'm working on that day. The problem is that since I'm working on two computers, like this does all the Java stuff for the mod that runs on your machine, and then ChaosNet and the website that runs ChaosNet is hey Super Jerry is running on, losing my train of thought here, is I have on my other laptop, so I can stream from the other laptop, but it's just a bit tougher. And going back and forth is a pain. So I could run ChaosCraft on that one too, but it's not as beefy as this one. But it runs Ubuntu, which is so much better than Windows. I need to put my Twitch link in the description of the live stream. As of today, all my videos have a preset. I got to look into this. Have a preset show notes already. So I figured out how to just put those general links in there. But it's Schematical Games. If you're at all interested, I will post it. Okay. Evidently, I don't know how to post it. keeps bringing me to my own dashboard there. There we go. Okay. I think this is it. But yes, thank you for the suggestion. I can do that. Okay, so what do we got going on here? We're still looking at a bunch of Gen Zeros here. Let me see what we got for scores. And that Explorer thing, I gotta put a cap on that Explorer stuff. Because they're racking up too many points. We shouldn't still be Gen 0 right now. That's a bit ridiculous. Fitness rules. Yeah, King of the Hill fitness rules. Oh, it's preset neurons. It was confusing. Sorry, I copied over a page and clearly didn't change the title on it. Did I just hit sessions again? I'm sorry. All right. So we're gonna limit this to 15 again. No, we'll limit it to 30. And maybe not give them a point for it though. We're gonna get rid of that. Save. They only got 5 seconds of life, so I don't think we need a standing still penalty at the moment. This isn't the maze. Okay, so because another feature I need to add, actually I'm gonna put this right here, is ChaosCraft reset fitness rules, reload maybe. So I don't like having to reset everything every time I do that. I need just like a button for it. All right. Seeking Story, you're heading out. Thanks for jumping on. Young Borden, all I see is neural networks use machine learning to play Minecraft and a link to Minecraft and YouTube gaming. Okay. Okay, I'll have to take a look. I was just doing some optimization of my YouTube page today and making it look less like I have no idea what I'm doing, which is accurate, I suppose, but, you know. I'll be half away from the keyboard to finish something for your study. Yep, you do what you got to do for school. Oh, and we hit an error with JSON. With the rules.json. That's bad. So something we did it didn't like. Should put the rules.json to string. It's not org entity living tick. Attack. Oh, okay. It's probably I blew up testing a world event. That's weird. Oh, dang it. I wanted to reset the server, not the client. I'm just going to double check real quick. I mean, we edit it using the JSON editor. Like, it's not invalid JSON. Yeah, this has got to be. Oh, down here. Why? Okay, that. All right. What was that rule at the bottom? What is that? All right, that was the problem. Is that there's some rule at the bottom that was freaking out. So that would make it invalid. Let's see. Young boredom, not the YouTube page, the stream description. I will definitely put some effort into beefing up the stream to have everything it needs. Thank you for pointing that out to me. I do appreciate that. I could use all the help I can get. Nope, not that. Server's still booting up. Oh, nope, server's back down. It's blowing up on this attack org entity, null pointer exception. Like the fitness manager must be dying off earlier and it can't load and it's dying quietly. That's why it doesn't have a fitness manager. Man, it really doesn't like that. Let's see. Debugging on a live stream, super fun for everyone I know. Well, actually, somebody said they wanted to see some of this stuff, but so basically, it's trying to parse what the fitness rules, and it's not doing great with it for some reason. And I thought we had sorted those out because that bottom rule definitely would have blown up, but we got rid of it. There's nothing in here that would make me think that it would blow up. It's definitely valid JSON or it wouldn't load here. But we've got two rules. Should be easy to do here. Yep, we're in King of the Hill. I'm not editing the wrong one. There we go. Okay, this is good. I'm gonna let it fire off, I think. Well, actually, no, let's see if we can get the rules.json. Okay, there's only two rules, as I expect. All right, let's let it roll out. And it died right there. Huh. Well, that is this in a separate thread? Is that one? This would be a stream killer if this didn't work. These rules were just fine a minute ago. The only thing I changed was that. And I upped this to 30. No, I capped that at 30, yeah. I'm sorry, everyone. Technical difficulties, as happen from time to time. Added rule 1 without a problem. Okay, that's good. Let's just do a step over. Step over, step over, step over, step over. Okay, added 2 rules. Okay, so we're good. Let's step out. that an exception? Not an exception. Step over. Yeah, okay, loaded the fitness functions. And it died again. Super weird. We haven't changed anything. It says there's an entity. Okay, there's an entity that must have spawned. Hold on. Attack from damage source. I'd wonder where that damage source is coming from. Okay. We're going to add a pretty quick little fix to this. This is super hacky, and I want to delete it, but I think there's an entity that's screwed up on there. Okay. That should be a hack around that might work. I just got to remember to delete that later. TNT, well, I got to go. I'll be on later. Okay, cool. Young boredom, it's all good. Got some dumb zero value error. I think it's just some type of weird state that got stuck in there when we had that empty rule and that blew up, and now it doesn't have a fitness manager or something. And then we're trying to kill it because it's not one of ours, and I don't know. Super Jerry, that moment I need to send an email from uni and I almost write greetings. That's funny. Greetings with the. Yeah, I don't really introduce myself as schematical in the real world. Like I even in my videos I introduce myself as Matt from Schematical or Matt with Schematical. I don't know, I've just had this business now for God knows how many years. Okay, they're alive, they're ticking, and they're dying. Okay, where are we at with the network info? Send progress. 2000 did. I want to do another. I should have done this anyway. All right, I'm not going to do a hard reset right now. Well, no, we probably should do a hard reset. Okay, hold on. We're going to do a hard reset because we were over rewarding them. And so there's a bunch of, we're losing like a lot of diversity and stuff there. I should figure out a way to do a hard reset without restarting everything. That would be trickier than the fitness rules reload, though. You work as Super Jerry on my uni a lot? Nice. Hmm? It's like your nickname in the dorms or whatever. Okay. So we should see diverse behavior, hopefully less spinning. All right, species. Okay. Wow. This guy's a pro. If he makes it to the B and stops, I'm going to freak out. Okay, good. That is what I expected. That is why I'm not just blatantly or blanketly just rewarding being high up. Got to be close, too. There's also one person that knows me as Super Jerry from other stuff, but we don't know each other in real life. Okay. Yeah, cool. Super Jerry, you're training somebody yet? There's at least one of Super Jerry's running around here. Look at that guy. Can't make up his mind. Which way to go? It's a bit crowded down here with 100 bots running. This guy's actually thinking of stuff. Ah, dang it. I didn't kill him. He just timed out. I like it when they make decisions. They don't just do the same thing. Like this guy's thinking forward then backwards. Look at that. He's looking at lava. It's tied to his place block output. What's tied to his forward output? Nothing. Nothing is tied to his forward output. I must have clicked on the wrong guy then or something. By the way, I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but one of the topics I wanted to talk about, notice that they've got different activators. RelU activator. I need to just take out the word activator. Activators, we know it's sigmoid right there, binary step, RelU. So they've got different activators, and that really made a difference. If you're ever doing something like this, maybe neat or whatever, then changing up the activators, really cool. Really gives them more diversification on what they can achieve. I'd like to add even more, but this is a good start. Man, this one looks like it might be making some decisions. I can't tell. He's just spinning so much. No, he's just spinning. We're still on Gen 0. What do we got? Network info. We're at 35%. Well, for my guys at least. So, does anybody have any questions? And now the concurrent viewers go down now that we're actually training. That's funny. Typical Hog, welcome. Young Boredom, have you thought about making any special activators for the project? I found a pretty good activation model to be biological. Wait, to model biological neurons to be X. Slow, but only slightly slower than sigmoid slow. Can you? Did they just start? No. I just did a hard restart. I adjusted our fitness functions. We were over rewarding for exploring. This is me and Super Jerry's. I think Super Jerry probably did a hard restart as well. This one's thinking. He might be stuck. If he, okay. He got stuck. We might have to give him a little bit more time for the exploring, but we shouldn't. I don't want to reward any points though. But that was pretty good. Maybe we'll give them. That's what we should do. If they go higher, we'll give them points, or give them life. That means they're going in the right direction. We don't have to do that right now though. That's not going to affect. That'll just give them more time to optimize, but that shouldn't. I don't think it'll encourage behavior that's unwanted. I can't think of a way. Ooh, what do we got here? Gen 0 with his head on backwards. No, it's head on right. Okay. What are you doing, man? Just jumping right past it. So I don't want to reward just climbing for the sake of climbing. This is first gen. Speed of the activator is probably not important in this project. The neural networks are only run 20 times a second, which I honestly think we could probably cut it down to 4 or 5, and we'd still have really good results. But we haven't had to yet, so if we get really complex, we may have to do that. But that's why my concept of multiple neural nets is that they don't all have to fire every single tick. Like you could do your target selection one once a second, or even once every 5 seconds or so, and probably have a pretty good idea. But the idea of an energy cost, this guy's just all walked into that wall of fire. The idea of energy cost, I think, is going to be something that's important in the future. That'll make them be a little more strategic. I relogged in, but I didn't reset it manually. That's all right. You were only at Gen 0 anyway to begin with. All right, let's take a look at what we got for scores here. Interesting. I got all zeros right now. It's kind of busy here. Yeah, it is. I mean, they should be spread out randomly. Okay, so I don't have anyone that's scored so far. And we're 81% done with this generation, so that's making me think that the B is out of range for them. They can't even see it from down there. I would need to up the range on that. Let me see. Actually, I can tell for sure in a second. Yes, I can see the B. Okay, see how that goes -1? So I'm going to go down here and stand. Your species has scored? Okay. Yeah, I can see the B from down here. My species are just sucking it up, that's all. So the guy that invents this stuff can't get a break. My guys never. It's like it's always you or TNT that end up with intelligent behavior. I kid. I've had some, but let's see. Do they have raycasts? Do the raycasts have distance yet? Yes, I did add. It's a function of distance. Yeah. Does it make sense to give agents smarter eyes, not to use neural networks, but to have simple enough based random forest, for example, and histogram of features of the picture? A lot of people use visual features for Minecraft stuff. We haven't done it here because we've had pretty good results with it. Having the raycasts. I've tried other visual methods, but simple is easier to train in a lot of ways. But we'll probably end up having to add more complexity to it as we approach like what a real player style would look like. Typical hog, I smell a bug. You do. Do go on. That'll make things expensive. Cold Embrace of Death said that'll make things computationally expensive. Yep, that's another reason why we don't. It'll slow us down. We haven't yet, at least. Typical hog says not relevant since we were not doing a fast forward, but only run every dozen milliseconds. Even we got a new wait. The guy whoever's name starts with how. Hello, for one. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that was a new question here. I've been jumping around. Even with KNN. KNN. What are they currently rewarded for? You can hop online. Well, actually, no, you can't because CastNet's not working. They get rewarded for same thing as last time we were tracking the bee. If they look at it, they get points according to how close they are to it. So if they get closer to it, they get more rewarded for looking at it. Like this would be rewarded a lot more than back there. Target distance input. Look at my TDI up in the top right-hand corner. Target distance input's not firing off. Why are you not firing off? Let me grab one of these guys. That's one of Super Jerry's. Another one of Super Jerry's. Where are mine? Any of you? And there's so many inputs, I'm going to have trouble finding a TPI. All right. I'm not going to be able to find it. I have a feeling. I'm wondering if the distance input is not working right now. Okay, nearest neighbor. I can't speak to that. Cold Embrace or how. I have no idea if I'm saying that right. I'm not sure. I do not know. Posted your scores in Discord. I mean, I can also just hop on the on ChaosNet and see how badly you're kicking my butt. Oh, I was already in sessions. There we go. I feel like if I switch to observer mode right now, it's just going to make us all sick because they're all going in circles so much. Yeah, those are respectable. I mean, this one's a real good one. That means he must have been. I mean, it's a solid multiplier, so that's good. Your TDI improves. Okay, well maybe it's just me. Oh wait, because your debug stuff, you don't have this debug code, so there might be a bug in my debug code. Entity ID, mine, Minecraft B. Minecraft B. That's what I get for doing stuff fast. Yeah, there's tons of bugs in here because it's such a work in progress. This is not a finished product. If I had proper funding and a lot of time, and I could finish it. So yes, there's a bug. Typical hog. There's got to be dozens of them. Just so you're aware. You should reward them for the distance to the bee. They do get rewarded for the distance to the bee if they're actually facing the bee in any capacity. And that the window for getting rewarded gets bigger the closer they get. So, yes, they are rewarded for their distance to the bee. Assuming that they actually see the bee. I may have to restart this. No, you guys are getting scored, so maybe I don't have to restart the server. I don't know. Minecraft B. For the bots show -1. All right, we're gonna restart the server now too. Then, so just hop back on. No, that's definitely a little typo there. That's what I get for doing this all on the live stream. I prepped for this. I honestly did. I spent some time prepping for this. I did have a client hit me up with a request right before this thing, but short of that, why did everything else minimize? Why did it minimize even the... There we go. Server's still starting. Okay. Thank you, Super Jerry. How'd you beat me back on the server by like a second? Like, welcome back. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. Oh, species. All right, wait. Actually, first, neuron debug. There we go. I told you it was weird that we didn't have a target dist and all that. I got to remember that's a big red flag when that happens. I like this guy. All right. Theoretically, I've got organisms in here, just only not a lot of them, evidently. I need to make it so you guys can have different skins than my guy. Just a little easier to figure out who's who. Minecraft B, that's the target yaw input, is alive. Sigmoid. TPI to the B. Hold on, if I switch to observe mode. I go and start observing, it'll give me. Yeah, this guy's way off. Dist is 31. It's getting smaller. That looks about right. And it'll start going up again. Yep, there he goes. Okay, yeah, this dist looks correct. Oop, I can't see what that says. There's too much debug data. Oh, boy. Okay, now we'll see what you said. So I don't know if it's relative to which ones are connected, thus evaluated. I don't quite follow, but that's okay. Typical hog would like me to put a reward out there if they're heading towards the bee but not looking at it. Noted. I will. I'm not going to reset right now because we've reset like 500 times, but I will. Let's let this ride for a minute. We can try that in just a little bit. Where are we going? Wow, that guy's spinning. And YouTube Studio just crapped out on me. Went to a white screen. What happened there? Can I see chat? If anybody chatted in like the last... Oh, nope, it loaded up. Okay. Lower GUI scale in the settings should help with that. Yes. Well, they had a ton of scoring stuff anyway. What's this guy at? Oh, this is one of Super Jerry's. That's why I can't see him. I can't see his score or anything. Yep, that's another. So if I'm observing Super Jerry's, I lose these stats over here. I do keep these stats, though. Like how the live chat is telling me to abide by the community guidelines. It's like, wait a minute. Ooh, where's this guy? This is one of my guys. He's got some scoring going on. Where are we at? Stop observing. Ah, he's just stuck. He's tracking it, I think. Oop. $281, that's not bad. He's got plenty of life. Well, so we got to keep an eye on the gazelles. Seems fitting. Actually, since he's got so much life, let's track to see if he's got the right neurons here. Change pitch. No one cares. Walk forward. He did die. Change yaw. He had no change. Nothing should attack the change yaw. That was luck. Wah, wah. Oh, we got another one from the gazelles up here, but that's not the same guy. Or maybe that is the same guy. Change yaw. Nothing attached to the change yaw. He's throwing off the... He's going to overshoot it. Yep. See, there's the problem. I just looked at your latest posts in general there, Super Jerry. It's URB. All right. I think the pitch in this one's going to factor in a lot more. Ooh. No, we got a spinner. What did I limit it to? 30 seconds that they can get with exploring. Yeah, 30. Okay. I can give them up to 100 seconds of life bonus, so it just seems that the generations are iterating really slowly. All right, 43, 116, 17, and 281, which was totally luck. Well, we're going to start seeing some behaviors soon. That's nice. If this guy doesn't overshoot it, okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. We got one. We got some real. You know, I just realized they're going to take a lot of fall damage, which kind of sucks. But we've got these guys. Look at this. This is intelligent behavior to a capacity. They're overshooting it, but it's got some behavior. We may need to flatten off the top just a little bit. See how it gets really pointy at the top and they die, like they hop off there and die. If we flatten it out just a little bit, but that's pretty cool. I think this guy's gonna overshoot it. No, he's coming back. Nice. Gen 2, and we're already here. I love this. See, this is why you hop on this stuff. Alien Anthony, welcome. You hopped on after a catastrophic first hour and a half of me butchering this thing. Not even like it was stupid bugs and stuff, and now we've got them learning again, and they're climbing it. It's not perfection by any means, but I mean they're getting up there and they're circling around. I think we got to flatten this out though. What do you guys think? Typical Hog says, check score, please. You can always hop on ChaosNet as well and look at our scores too, just so you guys know. But we got 43, 116, 17, 281. I don't think, I mean, these guys are still alive, so my guys didn't report. Super Jerry's guys might not have, or might have reported, but I can't see that from, I could go and load it, I suppose. That's right. Is it here? No. Here? Yes. Let's go back and look at this. Let's go back one. She's at high score of 177 there. Yeah, it looks like 177 is his high score there so far. But now that we've got some of those orgs optimized, the next generation is going to be pretty cool. I mean, taking fall damage is their fault. Yes, I agree. Just being as they're starting out, though, I want to make it so they almost have to like navigate super strictly right now, which is going to be like a big gap, a chasm before they have to cross that. So if we could make it a little easier now, then take those orgs and import them to a steeper one where they have to take less fall damage. That would be key. I guess that would be kind of cool doing a maze, like another maze where it's up in the sky maybe, and they fall off, they die instantly. I thought one of them was doing real well. I'm like, wait, that's Super Jerry, just hopping around. Wasn't expecting to learn this quick, man. We are starting to dial this thing in. The mutatable activators is huge. The mutatable species mutation rates. Wow, it's like a lot of mutation, but that's solid. Look at this guy. Is he going to overshoot it? He overshot it. He is not smart. wonder if these guys are just racking it up right now. No, he's facing the wrong way. They'd be spewing out slime particles if they were doing all right every 5 seconds. Awesome. Did you guys use the neural net from the last B test? These guys are new. I have not finished the functionality to import neural nets from one area to another, but that's on the to-do. Speaking of, while we watch these guys learn, well, I guess I can, yeah. What features do we really want to focus on next, you know? And so what do I got on up to bat here? This is just making the website easier to use. These are infrastructure things. I have to do them. Well, I choose to do this now because I had to do that one. Otherwise, uptime would be awful for you guys that are training. Oh, no, that's Super Jerry. Dang it, Super Jerry. Keep looking out of the corner of my eye and see you over there. Cold storage export. We actually can export. It's the import that we can't do yet. So, but it's not a pretty export. But you can download the neural nets. Limit spawn blocks like the factories. That one is like a no-brainer. It's an easy one to do. So I put that as a higher priority. That's Cold Embrace of Death's request, which was a good suggestion. This would be a real nice to have, the reload fitness function button, but you guys probably don't edit your fitness functions as much as I do. Energy cost stuff. That'd be cool. I think I almost want to give them that higher level neural net before we do that, though. Trello, Discord integration. Don't worry about that. This I'm going to do. Actually, I'm going to put that up to bat. That's an error GUI, so that way when it errors out, you guys can see it a little easier and send me a message about it without too much difficulty. Excuse me. Define enclosure commands. That's a pretty complex one, but we talked about we could clone this area here and then basically easily pop those in there. I know there's a clone command somewhere, but this would allow us to also limit what the neural nets could perceive. They could only see stuff in their enclosure. So something to think about. I don't know if anybody's building anything like that. Let me see what else we got. LSTM memory. I think memory would be a cool thing to give them in the near future. I also think that, I don't know, I really want to do that tracking stuff. So separating out, where is it? Make stuff public. Very descriptive, Matt. The target system. There we go. Targeting system, I think, would be a cool one. I need to get some water. Let me track down my water bottle. I'll be right back. Ernie's looking at me like, what are you doing? For those of you guys that don't know, Ernie is a puppy here. Alien Anthony says you need to add betting to the priorities. List of priorities. Okay, let's talk more about the betting stuff. All right. Cold Embrace says, I'm working on stuff. I'll send you a pull request after seeing how things go. Cool. Oh, I'm sorry I left it on the small thing when I went to get the water. Let's see what we got here. I want to see what my high scoring species. Man, my high scoring species was that one idiot. It's 28. So the other score is like the average of the highest scores. So if this is like, this one's 3 to 27, like that's pretty low. And Really upped the average way too high there with him. Well, we got one there. That's the boar again, though. Let's see, a Gen 2. This guy's not going straight at all. He's going to go off the edge. Alien Anthony says, "What about multi-neural net testing? That is training. Like, that is. Are we talking about RT Neat where they swap out neural nets or that can evolve? Because that's on there for Neato 2 and the RT Neat stuff, but the navigation stuff and the targeting stuff. So I got to figure out a simulation for that where they can pick their own targets. That's got to be something we think about as we go on. But I need to make some changes in the back end right now because each org only has one neural net. And for both the RT Neat and for the targeting navigation stuff, they're going to need to be able to have multiple neural nets stored. Ooh, it's this guy. I can't snipe him because I can't see what he's doing because it's Super Jerry's. That guy was making good progress up. Typical hog, it'd be cool if you did something with blocks as the next training environment, like mine, dirt, and stuff, etc. I was thinking about that today. And that's why we were talking about having the multiple things. Let's make that the next one. Now that we've got this targeting system, we'll make that probably the next priority or something of that nature, where they mine a little bit. We can give them all a, maybe not the next one, somewhere in there. Hold on, I'm gonna add this one. I'm gonna add that to this list of ideas here. There's some ideas. King of the Hill, there we go. We still haven't really gotten the resource collection stuff down. I mean, they did snipe those chickens like pros, but I want to make that a big thing, a bigger type game. Block. Plock. Maybe we'll create another type of block that expects blocks to be placed next to it and gives them a point or whatever every time they place a block on it. But, what's he doing? Gen 3, boars? I don't know if boars are intelligent or not. There we go. Can I set highlights? How do we do this? I think I can set a highlight here. Well, hopefully I can edit it later. Okay, let me get rid of that. F3D, okay. That was cool. So they're getting better. Still think this is a little too steep up here. Just for now. You're all idiots, boar. What do you got? Let's toss equip stack. Change yaw is attached to TY. Yeah, okay. These guys are facing the B. That's a legit connection there. They just get stuck here. They're not that active jumpers. Let's see what gets their jump neuron going. Jump is Bias. So they how did they get up here if their jump is bias? Is there something else connected here? Anything? That means that if it's only attached to the bias neuron, that means it would have the same thing no matter what. It, maybe that's just, well, yeah, I don't know how that guy got up there then. That's funny. Typical hog. ETA on fixing ChaosNet. I still can't train. ChaosNet is up and running and passing all tests. If you have any errors, send them to me in error log, please. Alien Anthony, where we have multiple arenas and different sets of bots training all at once doing different things. Yep. At least today was a big step forward because now we can have different spawn points in the same world, so that's good. I need to finish that, but that's a good start. Yeah, I'll get rid of that corner there. Yep. Okay. Yeah, these guys they're getting there. They're overshooting it by a long shot. But I need to put the waypoint blocks up there and then have them stop when they get to the waypoint blocks, and just if they stand on it, then they're king of the hill and they'll get points for that. But unfortunately, I didn't get to that before the stream, so that'll be a Twitch stream at some point in the next week. By the way, in case I forgot to say it, like, share, subscribe. If the upvotes definitely help. I was watching a YouTube video today, and those upvotes definitely help a lot. And you guys, I gotta figure out where. That's one thing I need to do more research on is where are people posting about this type of stuff. I know Reddit and threads like that. So, like any forums or stuff like that, you guys feel like posting links to this stuff could really help us out. Because I was thinking like I could keep asking people for patron stuff to pay for the server stuff, and I hate to do this, but we can monetize it via YouTube, and that'll help me pay for the server stuff too. So something to think about. The messages from other people are finally loading in. Super Jerry presses like. Thank you, Super Jerry. These boards are just hugging up on each other. What are we at here? No, not even facing the right way quite there. You guys aren't that jumpy. I somehow just ended up back when I first joined the stream. Ended up back. I don't know. YouTube is a mystery. Man, it's cold in here right now. Well, this fills me full of excitement that they can climb so well. Up. You're overshooting it. What I need to make too is a mode where we just have the best ones and just put them in and just let them do their thing. Oh, overshot it. No idea what he was doing. He's jumping. Okay. See, now this behavior is where we're gonna get stuck at until I get that targeting system figured out, or the pathfinding one, because this is not unexpected. Now, or memory. If we had a memory neuron, then they could be like, "Oh, I've been here for so long," but he's got no concept of that. I think I've still got that set float memory thing. I wanted to revisit that because I didn't think it was that well implemented before, but we could do that. His jump is tied to the bias. So he's always jumping. That's awesome. I still don't know how that other guy got up there with a bias neuron. He wasn't jumping. That didn't make any sense. Let's see. Young Boredom, YouTube monetization is garbage. Probably better off looking for sponsors. I'd be open for whatever. It's just becoming cost prohibitive to do this, and I really do enjoy it. And I'd love to do it full time instead of having consulting work. But yeah, no, I don't. I'm not the type of guy that wants to sit here and spam people and sell people all day. So I don't know. I just sponsors. Yeah, if AWS sponsored, that'd be great. So then I could explain how I engineered it on the back end. So if you know someone at AWS that does media buys. Alien Anthony, did you say anything about training multiple sets of bots in different areas at once? Yes, that's so. There's a couple different thoughts on that. We were talking about, I think it was Cold Embrace wanted an enclosure of some type where he could have, like, I want to make a command or some type of user interface where I could say, hey, like this area right here is an enclosure, and then clone it like 10 times, and then these guys could be spread out across 10 of them. Now, the thing that I'd have to do, though, because there is a clone command, I'm aware of that, but I'd have to make it so these guys here in spot A couldn't see the B over here in spot B. So I'd have to actually define a separate type of enclosure that ChaosNet would know and know not to feed them the wrong inputs. And then we'd probably have to use it for the fitness functions as well. So we got a runner. What is he? It's a boar. Man, the boars are cruising, but they're not. I mean, I'm not surprised that they get stuck here. You know, they don't. We've got to figure out a way to give them more intelligence, the ability to see the area around them. But that's where I want that navigation neural net. Sorry that I moved my mouse so fast. Super Jerry, kind of basic question. Do my bots share the same G pool as your bots? No, you actually have your own, I think you have your own genus. Yeah, your training room session should have its own genus, I believe. So we don't, they don't cross over at the moment. I do, however, have plans in the future to allow more of that. I don't know, it's kind of fun competing against each other a little bit, you know. But yeah, I don't believe they breed as of the moment. Actually, I need to revisit the cross-species breeding in any way because I don't think it's working wonderful. It's on my list of things to do. I think having bots rerun through so we can weed out the fluke bots is going to be a big one as well. And I did do some of that code, and it actually might be running right now, but I don't think it's implemented as well as it could be. And it was hacky because I did it totally client-side. What are these guys doing? They got up there a little bit, and they're like, no, I'm done. I'm out. Well, at least the boars are consistent. They just are boring after a while. Whoop. That's another one. So, wait, did he just... Okay, so the boars... Well, he is jumping. Oop, he's overshooting it. So this would be where one of the other activator functions on their walk forward would be great because they could just stop walking forward to that point and just stare at the bee and rack it up. Because that's what I'm looking for, is for them to stop just jumping in circles. So this is where the other activator functions, I think one that's got the right activator function is going to just get up here and stand there and be the king of the hill, which would be cool. And this guy's consistently reclimbing up there too, which is awesome. I don't know what that guy's doing. Let's see what his jump neuron looks like. The bias. Still with the bias. I wonder how some of them are jumping and others aren't so much. We got to grab one of the boars that are jumping and see what's up. Alien Anthony, what did you change recently to have them grow faster? I assume you mean learn faster. The activator functions being mutatable really, I think, helped diversify. It's every time I look out the corner of my eye, there he is. I think it's somebody. It's like when TNT tried building me into a block the other day because he thought I was AFK. It's like, dude, no. They're getting close. Colton Braith says they're getting close pretty quickly now. Yeah, they are. They are. Some of them are. But yeah, that's one of the big things I think I changed is that activator function thing. Just gave them more diversity. Imagine what they could do with something like HyperNeat. Yeah. Well, so the mutatable activators are in part from HyperNeat. I didn't see a great way of implementing the whole hypercube thing for this, and so I'm open to discussion about it. When I was researching RTNeat and all that and the other options, I didn't see a great option for it. What are you looking to? Hold on, my puppy's looking really guilty right now. He's in my room. Super Jerry, if we replace the input nodes so they can look for players, I can make stalker bots. I thought about that already, and they will stalk you. I'm pretty confident in it. Hey, buddy. Got the puppy on my lap right now, but he's rolling around a little bit. Is your belly scratched? Yeah. Like when they have trained to follow a bee. Yeah, no, it occurred to me. I mean, they can learn to see people. CPN is a weird thing, yeah. And we perform neural surgery. Actually, that's another thing with the importing. I want to be able to change and edit it. So yes, we will be able to do neural net surgery soon. I'm starting to think I should add back in the standstill penalty, at least for time. That might be useful. I just got the puppy on my lap, so I'm not going to do it this second. Let's hop back into observe mode real quick. And there we go. Oh, one of Super Jury's guys is about to beat me. Another thing I want to do is teams, where I can give them different roles and say, you're a hider and you're a seeker. I'm trying to figure out how best to do that on the back end. So that means for a training room, actually, now I think about it, it might be easier than I think. For a training room, you define the roles, and then each role would have its own set of fitness functions, right? Actually, this sounds, oh, jeez, where are you going? Are you okay? He just tried kicking off my lap. I don't know why. You all right, buddy? We'll give him a treat. He looks sad. He wants me to come sit on the couch with him. I know that. So I need like a really big desk chair made for a very heavy person so I can fit him right next to me. He doesn't like being completely on my lap. But next to me more. All right. Alien Anthony. I think it'd be interesting to see them trained to hit other bots because if they get points and they hit the other bots, they could kill off their own species. It's kind of paradoxical. So I want to do a long run where we do RT-NEAT and like they actually eat food, and I guess that would I want to change up how it spawns. Like it's like a really like an actual genetic kind of setup. Man, this guy is living for way too long and is boring the heck out of me. So yeah, it's actually the species would have to eat in order to get energy and then use energy, decide to use energy to reproduce and all that stuff there. And I think that's what I really want to do in the long run. I mean, honestly, yeah, once we get mutatable skins and all that, that's like the kind of the end game here is to have an entire world that's interacting and crafting and stuff. Stop observing. You bore me, and you're dead now. Sorry, I gotta put you down. That's you, Ernie. You're a good boy. Dang. Evidently, I can't tether Super Jerry to anything. That's too bad. It would be interesting if they can see their species. Yes, that's the whole. No, Ernie, sorry, hold on. Ernie, no. Oh, you're a rascal, buddy. We've got like a dozen things to chew on in this room. You don't need that. It's all right. I'm just chewing on stuff. All right. Wanna go outside? On the chest side. All right. What was I saying? I forget what I was saying. Let's see. So yeah, no, I wanted the observable stuff. It wouldn't be too hard because everything's managed like what they can see. Really, I designed it so there's the observable attribute manager, which I don't remember. Observable attribute selection. This thing, and this will extract features from the entities, and it's hand coded to an extent, but this because I don't know how I'd get stuff to parse Java objects otherwise, but we can put, and actually if anybody wants to help, this is definitely somewhere where you can help, is that like right here it tells it that it's an entity, but like you could say right here I need to add like is mob, is a couple other attributes like is flying, the thing's health, so then they can just grab them from the attribute collection. So that's going to be useful. So right now they just basically can grab the item ID, which isn't super helpful. So could use help with that. Where's that going here? They're killing each other? Yeah, that happens. That guy's doing pretty well up here. What do you guys, is that a boar? We've got two species that have gotten up here on my end alone, not including yours. A teaster. We could do, so that's the thing I was trying to do with the end of version 0.2 with those skins that would change, but that doesn't seem to run on Windows. I wanted to give them three. They had three different color attributes, and I wanted to give them the ability to see those. Come on over here, Ernie. here we go. What's this? It's one of mine. Oh, we got another one. Is he actually, is this guy just lucky? Is he, he's one of mine. No, don't tether him. There we go. What do we got? It's a dig output. Let's see what he change yaw has got one down here lower. Hey, let's check it out. This is a wait a minute. He's got a target pitch input of leash knot. I didn't even realize the target pitch inputs could be mutated in. I thought that would be only visual inputs. Ernie, no. Oh, nuts. Ernie, where's your bed? Where's your bed? Where's your bed? Ah, here it comes. Running over. He knows that means I'm going to put a treat in his bed. Where's your bed? Sit. Down. Boy. I need to buy him more treats. Oh wait, what's Super Jerry saying here? He says, well, it has to be that way because skins are dynamically loaded, but you can also just tint skins using the render system color tool, I think. Post more docs on that if you can. That'd be huge if you could post that in the Discord. Alien Anthony, maybe it's just a competitive game for next training to allow bots to affect other points. They are evolving. Yes. There's so many bots of the B. Hold on. Oh my God. They have figured this out. Jeez. What has it been, guys? I mean, we probably didn't get going until at least 2:15, maybe 2:30 my time. So that means probably, where's the time? How long have we been going for? So they've probably only been going for 45 minutes. And look at that. I mean, that's nuts. I gotta highlight that. I don't think it actually highlighted it, so if anybody knows how to highlight it. That is a lot. Yeah, what are those mine? That's the boars. And someone was saying we should penalize them. Look at that. Good God. Magnificent. They're just all circling the bee. I really want that bee. So I climbed all that distance. And then there's a bunch just stuck over here. Wow, that is a lot of them. Yeah, let's take a look at their neural nets. I mean, change yaw is directly tied to target yaw input. I mean, that's amazing that we're seeing new neurons that I didn't expect to see. We're seeing beautiful behavior. I need to give them the ability to comprehend each other, kind of. I think that would be a good one. Did he just get attacked? I think he just got attacked. Or maybe he just jumped down and got hurt. I don't know. That's cool. Leash knot is more important than B. Look at that guy just casually just strolled to the top while these other guys are stuck down here. I guess, yeah, the B being off to the side, that's why we got to switch it to a block so they're not trying to chase an entity that can float in the air. Well, they've successfully climbed the hill. How do we add more challenges to this? The block, maybe the team concept. I like the idea of the team or the role concept. Like when we do the roles, we can do defenders versus attackers. Because right now in the back end, there's only a single set of fitness rules, but you could define each role as a fitness rule and then make that an observable attribute. So the attackers can observe the. My God, I'm losing my train of thought here. The attackers can observe the defenders, or the hiders can observe the seekers. So I think the hide and seek thing is going to be big. We'll do that. And the role rewrite's going to be a pretty big one because that will disrupt anybody's existing training room. Cactus. That's just Alien Anthony, one word. Cactus. Are you saying that I should add cactuses in here? Because they can't perceive those at the moment. I mean, they could learn to perceive those. Clearly they are. What are these guys doing? Getting some amount of points, but let's see what's the score look like for these guys? 1K? I mean, that's not bad. Let's see, species. I don't know what you want to do upstairs, man. I don't think your mom's coming home for another hour or so, Ernie. Cactus or water? We could add water. I don't know, Super Jerry, you're in here. I almost want to lava this little area up. Right there. And I'll get rid of anybody that doesn't jump. Or maybe we could do something like this. Ernie, off. No. No. We could probably like bridge this area here or something maybe. Yep. So like, is that a leaf? Dog's chewing on a leaf. We'll pop some lava down there in a second. You're all going to yell at me for not putting proper lava down or whatever. Actually, I should leave that middle gap there maybe. Because then the jumpers can still get onto that pretty well. Okay, I'm going to make them all 3 wide. I'm going to go back and fix the other side. Was it 1, 2, 3? I don't remember what he had going on here. I've screwed this whole thing up. 2 at the end, 2 at the end. Okay, that looks about right. There's 4. There's 3 down. Okay, good. Let's get some lava in here, because they can see lava. They can smell it. No. I got a space heater that I turn on by my feet sometimes here, and he just stares at it like, what is going on? He saw a mechanical garbage truck picking up garbage thing. It's got the big arm and everything. And he looked at it, confused as can be today when we were going for a walk, and then he just starts running the opposite direction. Like his fur on his back stood up. I could tell he was like stressed on it. And he just starts running like crazy. Oh, this guy's dead. And I was struggling to keep up with him. He did not want to stop. He was like, and I usually have him on a harness, but I just said it's a short walk, so I'm going to take him on a leash. And Man, he was like trying to choke himself. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Oh, boy. That's an onion in the ointment, so to say. Another quote from The Simpsons. I need to use more Simpson quotes in my videos, I feel. Improve the quality. Anybody? All right. Allow it to be more challenging. And we got a gazelle chilling up there. No one's attacked the bee, but we don't really reward for that, so. Ping is really bad suddenly. I don't know. Someone else just joined the game. They might have taken up whatever bandwidth was going to you. I think that's probably TNT. We got to teach him how to change his name on here. Why the bridges? Kind of defeats the point of the area. Not completely. I mean, some species haven't learned to jump yet, so it'll just encourage the avoidance of lava. I would like to know how many boars, if I could tell how many, I think it's TNT, Super Jerry. Yeah. I would like to know how many of these guys, of the boars or the dominant species, managed to walk into the lava. Because I guess they probably would have turned straight forward. They probably would have, if they're just using their yaw, they could navigate straight to the B. This adds a little bit more complexity to it. Now they've got to avoid lava like the lava maze again. So that is, the bridges, and I don't want them just to jump up, and because we've seen them jump up and spin over and stuff. I want controlled behavior. Don't chew on the chair, Ernie. All right, Ernie. You got a bone right here. Take the bone. No, I'm betting Super Jerry timed out. I think TNT's stealing all his bandwidth. Well, Super Jerry, if he keeps booting you because of that, try just commenting out that the robot spawn tick stuff. I need to make a button for that. He's back. I'm thinking about adding an extra layer. Oh, if that is TNT, yes, TNT, I added a little bit of a lava lake here for you. See, now you guys got me stressing over that they're not all filled in. I'm thinking about adding a little bit more lava somewhere around like here. So we'll go, you know what, I'll make it 2 blocks away from each side for 3. And we'll add that in. So 1, 2 in, 1, 2, 3. And I'll probably add some more in the middle, but let me get these sides done first. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Don't know why I'm counting out loud. Probably because I'm just used to narrating what I'm doing because I'm screencasting. I think one more set that lines up with that perfectly should probably do it. Perfect. Ooh, so there you go. That boar was completely ignoring the lava there, so I don't think the boar really have a concept of the lava. I'm betting they're not using those neurons too well. I also, dang it. Another thing I was going to do is I was going to make it so the neurons were facing more forward, since we got rid of the sidestepping and everything, to kind of just encourage them to go to see stuff that they're looking at. At least there wouldn't be like a ton of neurons going out behind them and sticking out of the top of their head. It'd be more focused on what they're looking at. For the raycast neurons, did I do that one? That's perfect. Good. Got Black Panther. He's going. He's made it past the lava, but he's just off in the left field. Super Jerry, what are you doing with barrier? Hey. Oh. All right. Make it more steep. At the beginning, I'd like it more steep. At the top, I want it a little less steep, actually. Hog, you would just make the hill higher and steeper. Yeah, well, so, yes. Yeah. I got Super Jerry's internet died. Switched to the old internet. Alien Anthony, I can't wait till the bots learn to just give themselves points via exploiting your code. I feel like that's happened so many times already that it's kind of silly. They can already duplicate stuff. Yep. Jack the footballer. Hello. How you doing? Are you on our Super Jerry just said something. Are you on our Discord if underneath a different name, or just joining us to check this out? Let me see what we got here. Can we have a jump like this so they can learn to jump further? Where is this? Super Jerry. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I feel like that, I don't know, is to make them jump up. They'd have to time that so well. Okay, so what? Okay, here's what we got to do. We got to get that import functionality so we can take bots from one simulation, a training room, and put them in another, because that'd be good for a species that's already advanced. I feel like giving that to, like, I'd be probably good to throw the boars in there and teach them that, but not, I don't know, one of these other crappy species. Ringneck dove. Oh, it's TNT. We have 150 bots training right now, I bet. If I ping the server, we got 167 organisms minus 16, I guess, which I don't know why they haven't been cleaned up yet. They should. Oh, wait. Ping again. Okay, they do get cleaned up. I keep forgetting the ping isn't in real time. So we are training 150 bots in here right now. That's pretty amazing. This is what I wanted when I switched this stuff over to multiplayer. So Jack the footballer, how'd you hear about us? Just clicking through, or what's this hookworm? He's not doing so well. Is anybody new to the stream that isn't familiar with our work here? By our work, I mean our lots of screwing around. I mean, honestly, it does take a lot of work, and I mean, I wonder how many hours I put into ChaosCraft by now. Over the last 2 years since I started it, it's over 2 years now. It's got to be in the thousands of hours, I suppose. Not just training, I'm talking about my hours. Training, God knows how many. It's a frog, a tree frog. Let's see what other species are scoring high. Yeah, boar's at the top of the list. Oh, wait, no, boar's not at the top of the list. Top of the list is barnacle. Barnacle's top of the list. Wow. I wonder if they're just super controlled. Alien Anthony. Well, what if you did an alternating pattern of walls so they couldn't go straight to the B and have to navigate around it? Unlike lava, they can't just jump over it with biased neurons. I like that. Because they can see, we could do rock walls for sure. I still just can't wait until we have the the alternate neural nets for navigation and targeting. That's going to be big. Super Jerry says a lot. What are you? He's chewing on the microphone stand. That's great. In the distance, one just slowly walks into the lava and ends their life. You're super snuggly right now, buddy. Goodbye, Super Jerry. Hopefully see you again in a moment. I do agree. I think we should get to the block crafting and placing pretty soon. Trying to think, what do we got going on here? Oh, he's adding more complexity to it. Just don't make the tops too steep, if you would. That's the only thing I got for you. Is that I want them to have a place where a couple of them can stand for now until I get the waypoint block in there. So back to 100 bots. Yeah. Your co-host, the dog. Yeah. He's I know he's awesome. I was looking at buying this tool so I could hook my DSLR up and stream via the DSLR, but I haven't done it. I just need to bite the bullet. That DSLR is a camera, so you can see this. I don't really want to put my face on there, but I do want to put the dog on there because he's awesome. Like I said, I think that would up my streams already. He's now chewing on my bracelet, very gently because he knows he's not supposed to. Does this awesome thing where he like kind of chews on something, and then you'd be like, Ernie, and he'd be like, he'll start licking it like, no, I was looking at it the whole time. Oh, I see what you're doing there. Okay, yeah. Man, once they fall in, they're screwed, though. What are we waiting on here? Up, that guy. I must have a guy somewhere around here, too, or else my guys would be all in there. Yeah, there he's hiding right here. Well, buddy, sorry, but you don't appear to be doing much. I kind of want to restart with a penalty for standing around. He's got 3 bones right now. He's in heaven. Now, there's another boar over here, but he's got a shot at it. What do we got for time? 3 seconds? Yeah, you can live out your old age. Does anybody have any questions or suggestions? I mean, you already got I got tons of suggestions. Okay, they're killing it on the mazes and the King of the Hill. Unless we do some type of team thing, that would be cool to have a fitness function. See how many of them we can get to stand on the waypoint at once, and have teams. That would be cool. Spawn points could have roles. God, that would be good. Alien Anthony, wait. I am waiting. You want to penalize them for standing still? You want them to be able to stop moving after they get near the bee. Good point. I feel like it'd be neutralized if you've got the waypoint or something like that. I'd have to code something up. Like another thing I want to do is have like 2 blocks change state, like a red light, green light thing, and have them play red light, green light, and see if that works, you know? So there's a lot of like little things I want to train these guys to do. Super Jerry, well, I got to go. See you later. Good luck with training. Thank you, Super Jerry, for being on and being a patron and everything. By the way, if you're new to the stream, I do have a Patreon if you'd like to contribute to the server costs for this, because it does cost money. So, Also, like, share, subscribe. What time is it? It is, we've been going for 2.5 hours. I think we're going to finish up. We'll probably go close to 3 hours, and then I am going to take a breather from this. And I'll probably get back to work on this. I'm probably going to spend my whole weekend working on this. Next weekend, I won't, though. Next weekend, I actually have to take a breather from this. I have multiple obligations. Oh, we got it. This guy's freaking out. What's going on? Just calm down, buddy. It's awesome. Alien Anthony, you could have them to know what block their feet are touching. That would be the easiest way to know that. Oh, here we go. What is that? What are these? These are boars? Well, I feel like less of them are going to get to the top and swarm. See, the thing is with this dip here is that they're not going to be able to see that from with the current setup. That's, oh my God. I got to just shut up about the darn navigation system and just build it. Yeah, but these guys are technically lucky because a lot of them could have ended up in there, but this just requires a little bit too much precision right now, the way it's set up, to like know to hop that gap. So but I mean, these guys are just swarming. Look at that. I mean, they probably, well, yeah, it needs to be harder, but these guys just got up there because of randomness. Like, I almost feel like the lava needs to be simpler but start earlier. So they have to put a little more consideration into it, if that makes sense. Like, I'd like to see more flat, lower level lava down there, because this right here is tough to see for them. Like, they're already up on the ledge. I'd want it to be visible from further out, so they have to like try and go around it. Does that make sense? Yeah, I hope it does. Let's start dropping lava out here, and I want to get rid of this ridge here because that's needs to be steeper. Why did everybody want to make it steeper? Like, they're gonna overshoot it a ton. Man, wow, these guys are zeroed in up here though, honestly. Well, technically TNT, I don't know, I created this room on my end, but this was your structure, so I'm gonna let you roll with it however you want. But I am thinking we should put lava down starting further away, but not like out here or anything. I think we should have it in so they've got a good chance of seeing it and to walk around it. So what do you think? You feeling it? Hey, we've got how, after a little Googling, I realized it isn't easy to start doing something with Minecraft with Python, except ready-made gym environments from Malamo. Yeah, I'd wager it probably is a bit tricky. Yeah. Let's start adding that lava. TNT. Give me a. What we'll do is we'll just don't. It's not. None of these things are right. There we go. We'll just start going like this a little bit more. So I think I'm going to leave one block at the end. I wish I somehow could just take people, like take the live stream and just pop people like an hour and a half into it for when they started learning, when we actually started doing the long run. It's like the first hour and a half of this thing is just cringy to me. This was not a great start to a stream. Yeah, we want to minimize any amount of luck. So that means where they come up on something and there's no chance they could have seen it. Like up there, there's that gap there, and that's luck that they're making it past that. They just hit and jump as many times as they can. I haven't been watching the Discord. Anything crazy going on in the Discord? I can hear some notifications, but I'm too focused on building this. No. I think we're going to see a lot less get up high now that we've got this stuff added in here. Ooh. Wow, we're getting there. Wonder if I should make them longer or what? What do you? Let's. Oh, I didn't finish this side. We need to give them memory neurons. That's going to be important. Yeah, anybody that makes it to the top of this thing, once I'm done with this, is going to be some type of skilled parkourist. Ah, yeah, he pushed me. It's a bit repetitive watching me go in circles here, I know, so sorry. Oh, okay, we've got some comments here. Well, the beauty is that they learn to get around the issue of falling in the lava, they would learn to get around is not the same way. They would just learn to get around it, not in the same way you're thinking. Yeah, I mean, they're still going to be able to jump over some of this stuff, too. So, what is going on here? Hey, Alec. Blooming Rose joined. Wow, we got a bunch of unreads here. Okay. And TNT, what are you up to up there? Just watching them. I still think that this hole is contributing too much to luck. See, the boars are just back. I think these are, wait, it's a snail? We got a snail that made it to the top. Oh, you see that? He changed something. Something made him go from not jumping to jumping. So what state changed happened, you know? We should probably put a neuron that tells them how long they've been standing still for, too, because they have no concept of time, really, either. I think, am I feeding them their life? I don't think I'm feeding them their life right now, so we can do that. So there's less boars making it to the top, indicating that the boars had no concept of the lava. So that's good. You know, we got a snail. It's a clever son of a gun. Let's switch away from the lava. I died. See, that's why I don't like the steepness, is because they get up here and they just keep hopping around. Like, in a perfect world, they'd end up with, I think, a Relu or maybe a probably not. Yeah, probably a Relu that would shut them off when they got too close to it. And they'd just be like, "Nah, I'm good, man. I'm just gonna sit up here and chill with this bee." I think energy expenditure is going to be something that I want to prioritize. What do we got for time? All right, 12 more minutes. 12 more minutes, and I'm going to cut the stream off. I may stream from Twitch later on if anybody's interested. I think 3 hours is a good amount of time for me to be yammering in this microphone without getting up and moving too much. I think TNT's AFK right now. So I want to get rid of the wall you built up there, man. I don't know why, but if they can't see it. They can't avoid it. I think I made that one larger than the rest. We're going to do this. Yep, TNT's back. All right. Did you just kill that guy? Wait a minute. I got an idea. I want to try something. I don't know if they can use ladders, but we're going to find out. They may not actually be able to use ladders, but it'd be cool if they can. Oh. Does anybody else have any questions for me? There's at least 2 other people watching. Before I go, final questions for the stream. We were up to like 11 people at one point, which is pretty good for me. This channel's going places. Oh, we got a barnacle made it up there. Ah, see, that's that wall. It's a little bit of luck. You go over that edge, and they can't see the lava, so they don't know. Typical hog. They can, in fact, use ladders. Wait, did you see them use a ladder? I've got so many screens going on here. Okay, let's see if this guy does it. Go. Come on, barnacle. Barnacle man. Yes, they can. Cool. Okay. I actually don't know if he's on the stream right now, so. But yeah, they definitely can use ladders. We should make this more complex, and I should give them the ability to. Oh, that would be a good place one. We should make them so they can place ladders, and give them a certain amount of ladders, and then see and make certain areas unscalable without ladders. Ladderland, chutes and ladders. I don't know, but these guys did a good job making it up that high. I wonder if they actually were doing any lava dodging down here. I'm gonna do it. He can't see me over here. I mean, he can, but maybe we'll leave it up for certain spaces or something. We'll go. Was that 4 I took out there? We'll go 4 here, which means that I'm 2 away from the edge. 3, 4. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Typical hog says, I should know Chaos Net is broken. I sincerely doubt that, being as we're training so many of these bots. If you would be so kind as to post your logs, I will get to it. Probably not directly after the stream, but in short order. It will be a high priority, but not directly after the stream because I'm going to stretch and probably play with the dog for a bit because I've been sitting for far too long. But yeah, post your logs, man. That's what I got. Post your logs. I did. What did I do over here? This one's all jacked up. I did come up with a better way of tracking errors and stuff like that. I think is going to help a lot. But man, these guys are really still getting up here. It's just not. We don't see the swarm yet, though. When we see a swarm of them again, then we know that they've really got this thing down. So that's still possibly, you could get lucky. I mean, right there, I could see a course where they could go off center. Like right there, that guy's potentially lucky. Yeah, there. See, that was, you know, I mean, it's not luck that they're walking towards the B, but it's luck that they're dodging lava. You did post the logs. All right. And it works on that account. Yeah, you probably just need like a reset or something, man. It's, you know what? I'll look at it right. Uh-oh, I got client stuff. Ooh, what do I got? time is it right now? The client stuff. Oh, man. Client stuff this late on a Friday? Come on. Okay, but no, for real. Next time we'll give them stuff to push. All right, I'm looking. Let me see what we got here. ChaosNet. Well, a hog. Here we go. Undefined. Yeah. The front end bit, I am aware of that undefined bug. I got to fix that. No genus found. Lava genus. Okay. I know what's going on. I can fix that. Give me a second here. So for the record, ChaosNet is not broken. That is something that I'm familiar with. If you create a new training room, it would work just fine. It's just that training room that you've got, your genus is jacked up. So let me find that genus. You know what? Actually, I can just blow out your session and it'll work just fine. We have the session. What's the session? That's lava. Okay. Got it. You guys can't see what I'm doing, but I do need to clear this up a little bit. Hold on. Let me get rid of that. FD if I'm gonna. Oh my gosh! Look at that. The gazelles are up there. The gazelles figured out the lava. I mean, the chances of them statistically making it that high without, like that many of them that high without getting the lava, I mean, that means that they probably have some skill set to dodge lava. What do we got here? Stone, bee, players. They've learned to target players. That's frightening. That right there. They have figured out this guy, they've learned the neuron to track us, players. They've got that, and the pitch at least. They have the yaw to the bee and the org entity. That's pretty awesome. That's frightening and amazing, and I love it. Oh my gosh. What are we at right now? I didn't tell them to look for players. I didn't give them that input neuron. They learn that on their own, and it's just frightening. That's how we're gonna. That's a good microphone drop moment. They have become aware that we are watching them. They can track us, and they can use ladders. They cannot attack the bee though. That same bee has been here for 2 hours and some change. But man, those guys, they cleared that lava like it was nothing. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I'm out. Question, post this in the Discord and comments. Where do you guys go to find Minecraft content? Do you just search it on YouTube, or what do you chat about it? Where do you share it? Are there Reddit substrings? I'd like to know. Where do you go to find AI stuff? What podcasts do you listen to? Comment. I'd love to know. I'm curious. With that said, I never thought we were in significant danger until I saw that tracking neuron. Now I am concerned. I'm going to go rethink my life here. Take care. And with that said, we're out.